All right, so you're a core member, you've got this incredible idea for a passion project, and you are ready to make a real difference. That's fantastic. But as you know, there's a process. In this explainer, we are going to walk you through, step by step, the official way to get your personal community development service, your CDS project, approved. This is all about making sure your hard work actually counts and gets the recognition it deserves. So let's dive right in. Here's our game plan. We're going to kick things off with the single biggest mistake that gets so many good projects shot down. Then we'll get into the good stuff. Phase 1, building your blueprint for success. Phase 2, navigating that all-important approval chain. And Phase 3, what to do during execution and reporting. And we'll wrap it all up with the one golden rule you have to remember to make this all work. Okay, first things first. Before we even get into the how-to, we need to talk about the big what not to do. Seriously, understanding this one thing is going to save you so much time and, honestly, a world of frustration. I know it sounds almost too simple, but this is the exact moment where so many well-meaning, passionate corps members get it wrong. You've got all this amazing energy, but if you don't channel it correctly, it can backfire. This pause, it's the difference between a project that gets celebrated and one that, sadly, never even officially existed. So let's just cut right to the chase. What's the one move that will guarantee your project it's an automatic no from the anesthesia, no matter how great your idea is? It's a super common mistake, but it's a brutal one. And there it is. Any project, I don't care if you're building a bridge or a new library, is considered totally invalid if you start working on it before the state coordinator has given you that final official green light. It's simple. No approval means no personal CDS, period. So now that we know the number one thing to avoid, let's talk about building for success from the ground up. Phase 1 is all about your prep work. It's about creating a rock-solid blueprint that's going to make the entire approval process as smooth as possible. Your blueprint really comes down to 3 key parts. First, you've got to make sure you're even eligible to apply. Second, you need to write a killer proposal that paints a clear picture of your vision. And third, you have to plan out how you're going to get funding and sponsorship. Let's break each of those down. First up, are you even allowed to do this? This is a huge first step. Look, if you're serving on relocation or in your state of origin, a personal CDS project is unfortunately off the table for you. But if you're serving in your state of deployment, you're probably in the clear. Now, for those of you with a concessionary posting, you'll see a C on your call-up letter. You might be eligible, but there are specific conditions, so you'll need to double-check. Okay, your proposal. Think of this as your project's resume. It's the one document NYSC officials are going to look at to understand everything you want to do. So it has to be thorough, you need the project title, the location, super clear objectives, who's going to benefit from it, a realistic timeline, a cost estimate, and of course, how you plan to get it sponsored. And this is a big one, guys. You absolutely cannot use your own money to fund your project. That's a hard and fast rule. Every single proposal has to show a clear sponsorship plan. But remember, sponsorship isn't just about cash. It can mean getting materials donated, having people volunteer their labor, or even getting a company to provide transportation. You just need to prove that you have outside support. All right, you've got your blueprint ready to go. Now it's time for Phase 2, actually getting it approved. This is where you submit your plan and learn how to navigate the official chain of command. Let's walk through it. Now, before you even think about showing your proposal to an NYSC official, you need this: a written consent letter from the community you're serving or the people who will benefit from your project. This is non-negotiable. It proves that they want this, they support it, and they're on board. Without this letter, your proposal is dead in the water. So where does your proposal actually go? Well, it starts with you. You take your proposal and that super important consent letter to your local government inspector, or LGI. He or she is your first stop. If they like it, they'll review and endorse it, then send it up to the zonal office. The zonal office then recommends it, and from there, it goes to the state coordinator. And that's where you get the final official green light. Getting that approval feels amazing, right? But guess what? You're not done yet. Phase 3 is all about the follow-through, executing your project the right way, and, just as important, documenting everything as you go. You've got to protect your work, and good documentation does just that. You need to keep clean copies of these 4 things with you at all times: your approved proposal, that community consent letter, at least 2 different sponsorship letters, and, of course, plenty of photos showing your progress from start to finish. And remember, once it's approved, this is an official NYSC project. That means your LGI can pop in anytime to check on your progress and make sure things are going according to plan. You'll also be required to submit progress reports and a final completion report. It's all about accountability. Okay, we've been through the big mistakes, the prep work, and the entire process. Now it's time to boil it all down to the one single idea that will ensure all your effort pays off. So let's be crystal clear about this. We already know that starting early is a project killer, but there's another one that's just as bad: changing the plan after it's been approved. If you got approval to build a well, you build a well. You can't suddenly decide to build a classroom instead. Any change like that can completely invalidate all your work. After all this, the forms, the approvals, the reporting, what is the one single guiding principle that holds it all together and guarantees you'll get the credit you deserve? This is it. This is the whole thing in a nutshell. Burn this into your brain. Approval always comes before action. Following the process isn't just about jumping through hoops. It's about protecting yourself, your hard work, and your legacy. It's what makes sure your contribution is officially recognized. So there you have it. You've got the blueprint. You know the path to follow. The only real question left is, what amazing things are you going to do for your community?